Namaste. Today we are going to talk about the horoscope of Kamal Hassan. Now, Kamal Hassan is having a very tough time with the Makkal Needhi Mayam thing. Now, I was the first person in Shankara TV to predict that he would never become the chief minister and he is not going to win any election across till a point of time. So the point is, people were very shocked. They were expecting Kamal Hassan to win this particular election. Now, why Kamal Hassan did not win the election? That is very, very important as a concept which you need to understand. First of all, Kamal Hassan is Meena Lagna. Now, when Kamal Hassan is Meena Lagna, the 12th house transit of Jupiter was happening in his horoscope when the election results were announced. According to the Bhrigu Nandi Nadi principle, now whenever a Jupiter is transiting the 12th house, it shows problematic time with regard to the career across. So simply you take anyone as a person, now they would take the Lagna, see from the Lagna, the 12th house, you will clearly know what kind of career problems you are having as a person. And the 12th house, especially Jupiter transiting from the Lagna, the 6, 8, 12, shows a lot of issues with regard to the career. Especially the 8 and the 12 houses are very, very crucial for the Jupiter transit. Now, many people do not understand that the transit Gochara has to be looked from the Lagna. Now, many people try to see the Gochara from the Rashi and they would probably get very confused about the entire thing across. So therefore, you have to come to the understanding of seeing the transit from the Lagna, which you will be able to predict. For example, India has the 8th house transit from the Rashi. Now, the 8th house is considered very, very diabolic in terms of that thing, and that is also one of the reasons why it's aiding pandemic. So let's come to the Kamal Hassan's horoscope. Now, why Kamal Hassan is not succeeding is because he is unable to win the enemies in his life. A politician is considered a winner of the enemy. In terms of power, there will always be competition, there will always be fighting, there will always be people wanting to take over you as a person. So if Kamal Hassan were to employ the Chatru Samhara Homam, were to employ the Chatru Samhara Puja, it is going to make a massive difference into his life across. The problem is he got aligned with the wrong type of people like Shivakumar and all that, Sarat Kumar. The other important thing is he was not able to win the Chatru. Especially he got defeated by a woman. The woman name is Vanadi Srinivasan and she represents the BJP. The problem is now whenever Kamal Hassan has had a good time, he would continue living with the wife. Now whenever he has a bad time, he would probably change the partner. This in tantric terms is called as the Sri Bali. They give the Bali of the women by divorcing or having an affair or by having a remarriage. All these things was done by Kamal Hassan. The problem is he got involved with the elderly or younger women who gave the Rig Bali of him because she is a worshipper of Durga and she does the prayer across. Unfortunately, the Advaita philosophy, which the brand of philosophy which was there before, but Kamal Hassan says Anbe Shivam, all those things did not work. People will employ magical ritual. People will employ Homa, people will employ Puja, and especially the Marudamalai was next to the Coimbatore. So therefore they had employed the Chatru Samhara Homam and Kamal Hassan lost by a whisker. He did not expect to be, he was like thinking that maybe he will be winning over. And the final moments of the battle, the Vanadi Srinivasan picked the post across and she was declared as the winner. It was a very, very close call, and he did not expect the close call to be won. Remember, homam, especially Chatru Samara homam, in the career is very important. Now you take office politics, you can take political politics, you can take movies, you can take anything. There is bound to be competition, there is bound to be enemies. So when you do the Chatru Samara puja, you will be able to win over the enemies to a very, very large extent. The second thing is, you will also develop the strategy and the alignment to win over the enemies across. Now, Kamal Hassan is right now giving the bali of all that office directors, all who has worked, and he doesn't want to work with them, and he's simply like kind of throwing out across because he had not done the ritual. The ritualistic part is very, very important in a battle like a political battle. The close call can get converted into success. That is why many politicians, many people do secretly do lot of rituals and homa because they require the extra boost of energy to win over. Now, people talk about astrology as fatalistic. That is a very tamasic way of dealing with astrology. The sattvic way and the rajasic way is using astrology to heal the problem, using astrology to develop into a higher dimension. All those things are being used across in the astrological field. So if you do Chatru Samara Homa, especially in terms of business, you are having business enemies, you are having work enemies, you are having a lot of enemies across, this Chatru Samara Homam will help you to win over the enemies across. I know there are a lot of businessmen who got stuck, who has not grown, who have had the difficulty, who have had the twists and turns in their life, were able to win over and weed over beyond strategy, beyond thinking, beyond the abilities across, because they had used the Chatru Samara Homam and Puja. It is done for Lord Subramanya and also done for Narasimha and also Anjaneya, who are supposed to be the Ugra form of the deities across. So when you do Chatru Samara Homa, you will develop the ideas, strategies, you will have the winner, you will be able to do that. Now suppose India army is going to invade Pakistan and they're going to kill a terrorist across. Now they need Chatru Samara Jayam. They need the Chatru Jayam. Now if somebody were to do the Homam, they'll be able to track the enemy, trap him down, and they will be able to finish him across. Now this is what happened with Burhanwani. Burhanwani was staying in a place, his location was known, and they shot him in Kashmir. Of course, like as usual, all the Kashmiri politicians who are in the side of Pakistan, who are in the side of terrorists, actually condemn this attack. But that is Chatru Samara. So you want your business to develop, you want you to do well across, then please do employ the Chatru Samara Homa, and it will give you a massive difference into your life across. Now please don't underestimate the power of ritual. Now you need to be very clear. Are you going to move towards enlightenment and you don't want to enjoy this world, you don't want to be part of the world, then no need to do. But if you're going to be the part of the world, might as well live. Rituals, magical rituals were used for time immemorial by the kings. That is why they were called as the Rajaguru. So please understand that these kind of rituals are important. If Kamal Hassan had done it, that whisker would have been a victory. He would have probably been able to pip in the post. The point is the strategy and the tactics, all that employment did not bear fruit because the last bit of the energy was not there. So you want the last bit of energy, you want a lot of success and growth across, then just do the Chatru Samara Puja. You will be able to win over in your life across. And keep looking at the videos, you will get a very, very good idea about the astrological concept and about astrology as a thing. Thank you.